Well, cotton prices are not the only kind that have been going up. Grain prices have been very high lately. Joining us now for this week's special guest is David Bollich, a grain marketing specialist with the Louisiana Farm Bureau Marketing Association. And David, you know, coming out of the September crop report, we saw, even though it was reduced from the August report, we still see a pretty big grain crop coming in for the United States. And the surprising thing, I guess, is that, you know, in response to all the supply, prices have gone up. How does that work?
Well, I guess it happens when you get enough spec buying in the markets, and we've seen plenty of that lately. But if you go back to the beginning of the summer when, you know, prices were higher than you thought they should be, and especially in soybeans, you were looking for some kind of eventual sell-off once the crop was made and everything. And here we are, and the crop's basically made, and we're making new highs on soybeans, touching $11. Normally $11, that's when you're short and you need a ration, severely ration some supplies and everything. But USDA is projecting a 350 million bushel carryout in soybeans in the U.S. here. We haven't seen that kind of carryout, and I don't remember the last time. But I do know that we've seen carryouts less than 200 million, and we saw $5 bean prices. I think the one constant is that we see strong demand out there. And then we saw the feed grain problems that came with the drought in Eastern Europe, especially in Russia. That's going to, I think, directly translate into stronger corn and wheat demand. And anytime you see that, it's going to help in the soybeans as well. So really, I think it's more of a demand-led rally than anything to do with the short supply right now.
You know, it doesn't seem like anything has stopped the soybean crop, at least the prices, you know. Reduced acreage, increased acreage, South America, worldwide production, whatever. It's just gone above $10 and stayed there. What can you tell us?
Well, a lot of spec buying, as we said earlier. You know, there's a saying in the markets, you know, it doesn't pay to be right when everyone else is wrong. You can sit here and you can talk about a record bean crop, a big carryout, and you may be right on all that, but if enough spec money thinks otherwise, then the market's going to go against you on it. And so far, that's what we're seeing it. But I think right now, it's all about what could happen next year in soybeans. The here and now, we have a lot of support. Maybe we could trade all the way back down to $10, but all that talk of $8 beans because we had a big carryout, that's history right now. It seems like we won't see that come up again until maybe next year.
So it looks like farmers are going to be sitting pretty here coming into the harvest season, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Good prices, big yields.
All right, good deal. Thank you very much. David Bollich, a grain marketing specialist with the Louisiana Farm Bureau Marketing Association. We will have a lot more on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, including a more in-depth look into the cotton prices on My Bottom Line in a few minutes. Stay tuned.